Greetings everyone, welcome to the Magnification channel where we unbox, test and review tech. And in today's quick review, we are checking this out, which is a portable digital kids microscope. Right then, so diving straight in, as you can see on the packaging, it is rather colourful and it almost looks a bit like a painting. And inside we have some plastic packaging, and that's the end of the box, so we can get rid of it. And this is obviously the microscope, and you know what? That actually feels quite solid. It doesn't feel like it's going to break at the first sign of wear and tear. And now, as you can see, we do have a lot of buttons here. We've got a plus and a minus, and then we've got 3 other buttons here. We will find out what they actually do later. And we have obviously a focus wheel as well. And then at the top, this is where the LCD display is. Not too sure about this ears thing. Oh, hold on. Oh, and that comes off as well. So obviously that's there for the younger explorer in you. But if you are a mature explorer like me, then you can just remove it. And then on the back, we have a USB-C charging input and of course a micro SD card input as well. As for what else we get in the box, what have we got here? We have a lanyard, so we can attach that to the microscope somehow and then have it around your neck. And then you are always prepared to do some microscoping. We've also got a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And here we can find out what the buttons do. So this one top left is a capture button. We've got a power button in the middle, and then we've got a review button on the right. And then as for the plus and minus buttons, well, you can either zoom in, adjust light brightness, or move on to the next image. So we have some multifunctional buttons there, but I think that's the end of the instruction manual. And what we need to do now is to get some stuff and just see how well this microscope really works. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. Now, don't worry, I am obviously going to take this outside as well and try it in the great outdoors. But for this quick demonstration, I've got some grains of rice. We have a rubber snake, a satsuma, a half-dead leaf, and finally a piece of bread, which I'm not going to get out just yet because I do not want crumbs everywhere. First of all, we actually need a micro SD card. Now, you don't actually need an SD card if you're just going to view stuff, but obviously if you want to record anything, then you will need a micro SD card. So once the micro SD card is inserted, we can now turn it on. Oh, yep, that's now on. And then, yeah, we have the microscope ready. So to begin with, the rice is what it shall be. I'm just going to put this over this. And here we have the rice. Let me just try and get this into focus, if I can. Well, that's a grain of rice. Okay, so maybe rice wasn't the best example. I thought it was going to be a bit better, but well, there you go. There's a piece of rice. We're going to go for the leaf. If I go for the leaf now, this is like just a dead leaf, if I can find it on here now. Let's move it around. Oh, wow. There you go. Wow, that's the leaf. So there's the leaf. Let's see if we can do the end of the leaf as well. Does it make any difference? And that is the end of the leaf there. Again, I thought it'd be a bit better than that. Just looks like a dark stick. But there you go, a leaf at 1,000 times magnification. So we'll try the orange, satsuma now. That's what we'll try. This is the little bit, you know, at the end of the core part on the outside. Ugh. It's like entering another world almost when you look at something through a microscope. Now we do the actual orange itself, the skin. Oh, well, I thought it'd be better, but that's an orange skin. Well, again, bit disappointed. Thought it was going to be something better. So now we've got a rubber snake. Paint has come off it as well. It's quite old. Here we go, and we have. Okay, well, I feel like I've chose the worst things. That was the snake anyway. Again, wasn't that good, really, was it? So this is a piece of bread now. Put that on there. There's a piece of bread, close up. Let me get some crumbs together. And there we go. That is a crumb. Once again at 1,000 times magnification. Well, I think I literally chose the worst examples to try and demonstrate this in action. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go find somewhere outside, and then we're going to, of course, put this to the real test. Right then, so here we are at this the same beach, in fact, where I bought the metal detector. But now we have this rather curious microscope. So let's find some things and microscope things. And here is our first victim, an intriguing looking rock. Now I chose this rock because of the line formations, which under the microscope do look almost crystal-like. Pretty cool. Next, for the slim pickings, I came across a stick, or what I believe to be a piece of bamboo, which straight away doesn't look that interesting, to be honest, but still it was interesting to take a closer look at. It was at this point I realised, why not look at the sand, since I'm pretty much surrounded by it, and this really did look incredible. It's almost as though you are peering into a chasm of giant boulders, yet they are in fact microscopic. And here is the edge of a shell, which at 1,000 times magnification looks almost razor-like to touch. But luckily for us, it isn't. Okay, so I've got two different types of feathers and a piece of foam. Probably not the cleanest thing in the world, but let's get the microscope on it. Now this is obviously the white feather. Quite fascinating how it's made up like the branches from a tree almost. And now for the brown feather, which I know is pretty much the same as the white feather, but I do like how the light from the microscope brings out the golden sun-kissed colours from the actual feathers themselves. And here we have the random piece of foam. Again, it's not the most captivating, however, it's still amazing to see how it's all formed together like individual pockets almost. And finally, we come to our last piece of prey, which is a flower. And this really was fantastic to see up close. Just viewing the tiny elements of this natural beauty goes to show how incredibly complex Mother Nature really is. Okay then, and that was the portable digital microscope. And you know what, I have to admit, I really enjoyed using it. It was just so simple and straightforward. You find something, you put this on top, turn it on, adjust the focus of course, and there you have whatever it is you're looking at 1,000 times magnification on a little LCD IPS display. There's lots and lots of pros and only a very few cons. But let's start off with the pros. Well, first of all, it's portable. I mean, it's not even that heavy either, so you can easily have that in your coat pocket, in your bag, and you're pretty much not going to even notice it's there. The ease of use as well, again, it's fairly simple. The buttons, because they are multifunctional, may take a bit of time getting used to, but again, I suppose that reduces the impact. I mean, imagine having 20 buttons on there for each individual feature. So yeah, it may take a couple of practice runs, but generally, ease of use, it was simple. And finally, as for the brightness of the lights, well, they're very bright, and of course the clarity of the overall display when trying to look at something. Yeah, I really liked it. When it comes to the cons though, well, the only major downside I've discovered is that when you are recording something or taking a picture through the microscope itself, even though you may think it's really clear and really sharp on the LCD display, when you get home and look at it on your computer, it doesn't look as good as you thought it would. But what about a verdict? Well, for ease of use, the build quality, the price, and the overall display, and then of course you've got the downside where looking at the images on the computer, I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10. But most importantly, what do you think? Is this digital microscope any good? Is it something that you'd be interested in? Please let me know any thoughts, questions, or comments in the comment section below. And not forgetting, if you enjoyed this video and you like tech and gadgets, then please show your support to the channel by liking this video and of course subscribing as well. But until next time, thank you all for watching. Please do stay safe out there, and I'll see you all at some point very soon. Thank you.